G'day clampers, welcome back for another episode of New South Wales free and budget campsites. Mate, we're at Wallarang at the moment. We're at the lake. It's just outside of Lithgow. It's probably between, it's not really halfway between Sydney and Bathurst. Bathurst is around 40 to 50 k's, give and take. Depends which way you go, of course. Lithgow's the closest town at the moment. We have got a small town up close to here. I'm going to go out and check it out, let you know what's out there and that, if they've got shopping centres. They've got a couple of pubs that I've seen so far, but look, it's a small town, so look, when you come here, it's a free campsite. It's supposed to be a 48-hour. They've got toilets and they've got showers. Look, I've had a look at the showers and toilets at the moment. They're not too bad. They're not clean at the moment because at the moment there's a public holiday, so yeah. When you do come, it's always advantage to bring your own toilet paper when you get here, because there's nothing worse when getting here and you got no poo paper. So look, do yourself a favour, when you go to each toilet and everything else, take your own stuff, take your sanitizer, take everything else. Look, I'm going to have a look at them. I'll let you have a look through the show, what the toilets are like. I'll also show you right around the park and see what's going on around here. Look, there's plenty of parking spots here. It is a big site. It is massive. But look, when you come here, come in, park. Look, it's a 48-hour. I've talked to a couple of people at the moment. They're doing a week stint here. So you probably can get a little bit more. I don't know if there's rangers that come around and actually take your number plate and everything else. There's a few signs over there and everything else. I'll show you them eventually later in the show. But yeah, look, it is a nice park. I am really impressed with this park. It's kept well, it's mowed. The grassy area is really, really good and everything else. You've got little plaques around. You've got a dog park, it's fenced off. You can let your dog off the leash and run. Never seen that before. That's a bonus. You've also got a big playground around there for the kids. I did see some, I think they're like a train monument, but correct me if I'm wrong. Eyes could be playing up because I'm old now, I've got to put the false teeth in and everything else, but you know, it is what it is. Look, we'll have a look around the park. At the moment, when you do come here and stuff like, park up, have a look. You've got a board here, you've got another board on the other side here. It just gives you where you are. The bowling club, it's close by, so if you want to go for a can of meal, bit of an ale and everything else, perfect. You've got the public schools, you've got the Royal Hotel. You've also got the Commercial Hotel, which is close by. You've got a train station if you want to catch a train and bring your tent out here. Don't know about that, because I'll give you a bit of word advice. Today it is cold. As you can tell, Sloppy Joe, not the work shirt on, but it is cold out here at the moment. Look, Lithgow is a cold area. Summer, it'll be a perfect time to come. At the moment, I'm here in summer and it's cold. What's going on, clampers? But anyway, look, it is a nice area. So when you do come here, read some of this stuff. It gives you a bit of insight on the park itself and everything else. Look, there's sailing, bird watching, main walks. You can walk around. Go away, you bloody noisy birds. But I'd rather birds than trucks. But anyway, look, enough of the jokes, enough of mucking around. Righto. Let's go have a look at the park. What do you reckon? Cool. Let's go, clampers.
Feelings. It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah. Got me dreaming. Dreaming in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours.
favourite segment. No, it's not. It's the dump site. Look, the dump site here is it's all right. Seriously, I can get my RV up here. As you can tell, there's plenty of room to actually move your RV in a spot and turn it around and do everything. It's a bit of a car parking space, this area here, but look, you've got water here. Once again, I'm going to say that assume. I know you should never assume, but it only makes an ass of yourself. But even still, look, most water at dump sites are not portable water, so don't fill your tanks up. Just use it to wash it out, and that's about all you can really do with it. There is other places around here that you can probably get fresh water. I'll have a look around and look at the park at the moment, but I'm pretty sure it does offer fresh water. Now at the moment, look, the dump site's a good site. It is, of course, all most dump sites, they're a bit moist around there, so when you do walk, make sure you wear your shoes. It's got plenty of signage here, it's a great place to turn around and park your RV, even if you've got a bus, whatever. It is close, so you don't need a huge hose. And let me have a look for you to see. Righto, it is clean, which is great. And also the pipe hasn't got a grill over it, so your pipe, when you put your hose in it, it doesn't get stuck, so that's a good thing. So, all right then, well, the dump site, it's a pretty good dump site with the turning around space, the water and everything else. The signage, yeah, here we go, a little sign down the bottom. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Seriously, the only reason I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 is because you get muddy. Like a good drain site is got tar and concrete, great. Feet don't get wet, nothing else. All right, let's go and have a look at more of the park. Righto, look, it's not really a camp kitchen, but it's more of a barbecue area and everything else. Electric barbecues, undercover, which is fantastic. And you've also got some picnic area just behind me, which I'll show you right now. That's some of the picnic area that you've got. Look, you've got 2 tables, undercover, which is a bonus for me. You've got a bin right next to it, the barbecue. Now, I've just looked at the barbecues, and guess what? They're not clean clampers. Do yourself a favour, or actually do someone else a favour when you come and use these places. Clean them after you finish. Also, look, there's bins everywhere around here. And like I say, remember, no trees. Righto, in the area of the picnic zone, mate, seriously, look, there's plenty of room for your kids to play while you're cooking and playing cricket, soccer, frisbee. With the wind at the moment, you can even go kiting if you want to bring your kites out here. Yeah, there's a place down there you can probably fly your kites, but mate, seriously, there's plenty of room and it's all mowed and it is nice. You've got over here some wildlife, some duckies. I don't know what other wildlife you've got around here. It does mention on that form that you have got platypuses and stuff like that in the dam. So look, I will find out about fishing for you, because when there's normally platypuses and stuff like that in a dam, they don't like you to fish. So do yourself a favour, read up before you chuck a line in. I have seen some people throw a line in. Rightio clampers, here's some of the campsites around. As you can tell where I'm parked at the moment, there is plenty of places to park your vehicle. And if you look at mine, I never had to level it up at all. It's pretty level. Look, if you go over on the other sites and stuff up near the road and everything else, you do get a bit, oh look, it's 2 or 3 degrees. It's not much at all. You can probably run your fridge no matter what. Look, the ground is, I'd have to say when it does rain out here, it does get a bit boggy, but at the moment, it's dry. It has been raining a bit out here, and the sun's just peered its head through, which is a bonus for me. It's a bonus for everyone who's here. But it is still cold. I'm telling you, it is cold out here at the moment, and we're in the middle of summer. But look, where I've parked at the moment, there's plenty of places around. I'll show you a few places as the show goes on, and I'll let you have a look. Here is one of the campsites. Look at the view. How spectacular is this, mate? Seriously, I'm listening. All I hear is the wind and the birds, maybe some of the cars on the gravel road, but otherwise it is beautiful out here. A bit windy at the moment, but if you look behind me, this is one of the camp areas. Now, you're allowed to have fires in here, but the only thing is you've got to have it in like a fire pit, or you've got to contain it sometime. You can't just burn it on the ground. That's the thing with this park. Now look, this is some of the campsites. It is nice, and as you can tell by behind me, look at the view. You've got your own little pond and everything else, and it's fantastic. Seriously, I should have parked here. I don't like mozzies. Look, you're probably going to get mozzies around here, this area and stuff like that, but look, you take your chances with the view. But look at the view, fantastic. Righto, let's have a look at the rest of the park. Right, around this area, we have just showed you where the campsite is. There's another picnic area. Thanks to Portland Waranga Rotary Club around this area. Look, they donate this money to the park. They also have volunteers that come and clean it up. Right, the picnic areas. You've got 3 electrical barbecues. A couple of them are clean. One's filthy dirty, as you can tell right now. Like I said, when you come here, make sure they're clean for the next person. If not, it's a pain in the ass for anyone to do it. So look, thank you for the donation to the park, the Rotary Club in Portland. You're a legend. Here's a couple of more sites right near the barbecue area and everything else. Look, it is a pretty big site. You can get heaps of caravans on it. It's not as level around the outside that it is on the inside, but if you do come here early and get a good spot, you're laughing. Right, you're right next to the playground, so you might hear a bit of noise from the kids laughing and giggling and everything else, but look, it is what it is. There is more parks down there which we'll go and have a bit of a look-see right near the pier that you can actually stand up and fish. Let's go have a look. Righto, I'm walking down, if you want to call it, the east part of the reserve. Look, there's some really nice parks around here, but you have to get in pretty early to get these ones. If not, hang around up the top. When you see one down here, come and grab one. Rightio, clampers, we're down near the actual river bank. Look, some of the campsites around here are really nice. Look, there are a dirt area, so if it does rain, you will get boggy. But the views, like I said, I'm going to go swing around again. Like I said, the views, fantastic, mate. Look at that. Look, it's one of the nicest, I won't say nicest park. I've been to quite a few at the moment, so, but this ranks high on one of my list for space between people. There's plenty of bins around here, so whatever you do, don't chuck your stuff on the ground. Put it in the bins. Look, I'm just looking down here and I'm looking at 1, 2, 3. Look, there's 4 bins just in this area. And look, there is fishing around here. I'm going to ask a dude down here just sort of what's out there to catch, and I'll let you know. Right, I've just talked to one of the local fishermen, and he reckons there's trout and redfin in there. Look, I don't think it's a great fish to eat, but the trout is. Smoked trout, can't beat that. Here's something you don't hear every day. This pontoon is apparently the first in New South Wales to be tried. It's just a floating pontoon with containers underneath it and everything else. You can hear it going, so it's a floating pontoon. Look, you can fish out the side there. You'll probably get a bit more, I don't know whether you get a bit more advantage on the side of the bank or going out a little bit further. The ultimate one, get a boat out there. Now, I haven't seen any boat ramps and I haven't seen any boats out there as such, but there might be a boat ramp on the other side. We'll go have a look at that very shortly. Howdy doody, clampers. We've just come down to the local town, if you want to call it. Mate, it's only a couple of k's. It's really, really want to do it. It's in walking distance. Hit the police station, turn right, go over the bridge and turn right again. And that brings you down to the local street. Now you've got a Chinese shop here, which are only open on weekends. You've got also a fish and chip shop right here. Fantastic. I tried some of the food here and it's really nice. Righto, also right across the road, as you can see right now, there's a park where you can actually sit down and eat your food. Look, you can sit inside. There's 2 parts of the shop. There's one side and the other side they use it for cooking, but the other side they're actually going to deck it out like a restaurant type stuff. Now the opening hours at the moment are 9 to 4 few days, and when it comes to the weekend they're going from 9 till 7. So if you're down at the caravan park or the free campsite, come up, have some breakfast, mate. Seriously, why cook? Just come here and the prices are pretty good. Right, here's that dog park I told you about. Look, you must leave it locked every time you go in and out of this thing. But look, you come here, dogs off leash area. It's a decent sized area where you can throw a ball and do everything else. There's plenty of parking where you can actually park along the side of the road to go into this park itself. So have a look, bring your dogs down, dog friendly, camel friendly, horse friendly. Well, look, I don't know. It might not be horse friendly, it might not be camel. Who has a camel anyway these days? No, I don't know anyone with a camel. Know plenty of people with horses, but not camels. But anyway, look, do yourself a favour, bring your dog down, let it run off the leash. It's probably the only place you can actually do it around here. Dog will love you for it. As you'd say, woo, 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 woo. And that means, thanks mum and dad, in dog language. Mate, I'm just here, I'm showing you the actual dog park itself. I've spent a couple of nights here and I've just been watching the dogs run it. Mate, they love it in this little area. So if you've got a dog, bring it, bring a frisbee, bring a ball, bring whatever you want. Now, they have got allocations here. It says if your dog does a poo, please put it in the poo loo. Now, there's bags here and stuff like that. You can actually put your poo actually in the bin, which is a great thing to do because it saves treading on and stuff. Nothing worse than you tread on a poo and it squeezes between your toes.
Sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed.
The phone reception's great. Oh look, I wouldn't say it's like 5 bars or 4 bars, whatever it is, but it's 3 bars. It's not too bad. I can download and upload stuff here. You're pretty close to the town. Like I said before in a couple of my other videos, if you are between towns, you're going to find it hard to pick up reception because like, look, the way the telecos work, they put reception in towns, not in the bush. No one's there to use it, so why put it there? Look, I understand what they do, but for people like us who are travelling, you need reception everywhere. Rightio clampers, the toilet facilities. Look, the toilet facilities are not too bad. You've got the males on one side, you've got females on the other side, and every toilet has a wheelchair access in it. Look, the toilets are only open between 7 AM and 4 PM at night time. Now, we'll check over tonight just to see if they've left them open overnight, but look, if they lock them up, they lock them up. Like I said before in the video beginning, take your own toilet paper when you go to these places like that because, look, popular campsites, they're going to run out of toilet paper. The best time to have a shower is just before they shut, 4 o'clock I got told by one of the locals because everyone comes and has a shower before they leave. So, look, it's gas operated hot water, so you're going to be fine. Look, you're going to have always hot water here, but the less people here is in the afternoon. So look, I'll let you have a look at the toilets right now. Righto, the rating of the toilets. Yeah, look, it has hand sanitizer. It's got no paper towel to clean yourself and everything else. It's got decent sized urinals. It's got like three toilets. One of them is wheelchair access, and you've got 3 to 4 showers. Look, I haven't had a shower in there yet, but I will have a shower later on and let you know how they are. Let's keep looking at the park. We're down at the northern end of the lake, park, reserve, whatever you want to call it. It's got another pontoon down here, but seeing how it's got a lock on it, come to the assumption that you're not allowed on there. Easy. There's the actual pontoon itself. Now, just in this area here, it looks like there is a semi-boat ramp, if you want to call it. It's a grassy area where you'll be able to put your boats in. Now remember, on this lake, you can't have any powered boats. It's all got to be electric or sails. That's about it. You can have paddle boats and everything else, but anything else you can't have it because it's not, you can't contaminate the water. So when you do come here, make sure you don't bring your power boat. I just thought I heard a power boat just then, but it's not. It's very hard to hear. Like I said, it's very peaceful out this way. So I'll let you have a look at the boat ramp now. I'll let you make up your mind if you want to drop your vehicle. But look, if you're going to use this boat ramp itself, make sure you've got a forward drive. Here's some of the campsites down here. Look, I do see a fire pit here, but that's probably the only one I can really see. So if you do grab it, you'd have to bring your own. There's a fire pit here already. How good's that? Now, timber or wood. Sorry, remember, timber you build, wood you burn. Now, look, there's not much wood around here. I'm looking around here, and I'd have to say you definitely have to bring your own wood to burn. Now, if you look around a couple of campsites, they are pretty flat. Some of the places have got a little bit of hilly bits and stuff like that, but look, you just drive around until you get a flat area. Yeah, so look, it is pretty good, and the good thing about down here, they've got bins still down here. So well, today I'm going to head out to a place called Lithgow. It's only 14.6 kilometres away from where we are now. Apparently there's a few museums out there and a few restaurants and so, but let's go have a look. I'll get on the old motorcycle and let's get out of here. Woohoo clampers, we've made it to Lithgow. Like I said before, we wanted to visit that place. Look, do yourself a favour, before you get into Lithgow, come and have a look at the Innovation Centre. They've got a lot of stuff here, as you can tell. Look, big lighthouse. Apparently they had the first steelworks in Australia before it moved to Port Kembla. I'm going to go and have a look at that too also. And there's an arms guns museum. There's a couple of museums. So I'm going to cruise down the street of Lithgow, but it's on the Great Western Highway, the Information Centre. It's a great place. All the information's below, email, phone number and everything else. Look, if you want to come here, there's plenty of ample parking behind me, as you can tell. And look, go over and see the ladies. They're very helpful. They've got the maps and everything else. So what you need to do, go see them. They'll actually point out a few places where you need to go or what you need to see, because there is quite a lot to see in Lithgow. Believe it or not, Lithgow's not a really big town, but it's good enough to see a few things that you haven't seen before. Righto clammers, I hope you like Wall Ace Lake. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to turn the notifications on, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. No worries, you have a great weekend.